Throughout history, humanity has built structures that even today we struggle to fully understand. These incredible creations give us insight into how people once lived and what they were capable of achieving. But some discoveries still leave us shocked, making us ask, how did they build this with such primitive technology? Some of these ancient sites make us wonder, were ancient civilizations more advanced than we think? Even today, there are dozens of ancient structures whose mysteries remain unsolved. Here are 10 ancient structures that archaeologists still struggle to explain. 10. In southeastern Turkey, in the province of Adıyaman, high on a mountain with no proper road access, stands a truly fascinating site, Mount Nemrut. At the summit, you'll find enormous statues of gods and kings, some over 10 meters tall. These statues date back more than 2,000 years and were built as part of the tomb sanctuary of King Antiochus. The real question is, how were these massive stones transported to such a high and remote location? Even today, reaching the site is difficult. So how did ancient builders accomplish this? 9. Another mysterious site is found in the highlands of Ethiopia. Ancient carved stone pillars decorated with unusual symbols. Some resemble swords, others geometric patterns, and they continue to intrigue archaeologists. The site is believed to be a burial ground, but very little is known about the civilization that created it. The meaning of these symbols still remains a mystery. 8. Next is Ta Prohm Temple, located deep within the jungles of Cambodia. This site is quite different from other temples. What you see today is not its original form, but a version reclaimed by nature. Massive tree roots grow through the stone walls, creating a surreal drishya. Built in the 12th century as a monastery, the temple raises an important question. How was such a large structure built in such dense jungle, and how did it survive for so long? 7. Back in Turkey, in one of the country's most famous tourist regions, Cappadocia, lies the underground city of Derinkuyu. Believed to have been built for protection during wars, this city extends about 60 meters below ground and once sheltered thousands of people. Inside, there are storage rooms, ventilation systems, wells, and places of worship. Imagine an entire city carved into solid rock. Yet even today, how it was planned, excavated, and used in detail remains largely unknown. 6. Also in Ethiopia, the Axum Obelisks are another incredible mystery. These massive structures were carved from single pieces of stone, some rising over 20 meters and weighing hundreds of tons. Built around 2,000 years ago, the question remains, how were such enormous stones transported and erected? Even by today's standards, this is an extraordinary engineering challenge. If you enjoy exploring mysterious historical sites like these, don't forget to subscribe, because with every new discovery, what we think we know about the past continues to change. 5. Another fascinating site is Ta Prohm, located in western Tibet. Once the capital of a powerful kingdom, this city was built directly into steep cliffs. Considering the fragile nature of the terrain, how such a large settlement was constructed here remains an ongoing mystery. 4. In Syria, overlooking the ancient city of Palmyra, stands a fortress known as Fakhr al-Din al-Ma'ani Castle. Built high on a mountain, it almost looks like a natural part of the landscape. But how was such a structure constructed in such a difficult and inaccessible location? It's still a question worth asking. 3. In Spain, prehistoric burial structures known as dolmens were built using massive stone slabs. These are among the oldest megalithic structures in Europe. Some measure up to 25 meters in length, 5 meters in width, and 4 meters in height, constructed using 32 massive stones, one of which weighs around 180 tons. How prehistoric people managed to transport and position these stones without advanced tools remains unclear. 2. Have you ever heard of the Udayagiri caves in India? These temples were carved directly into solid rock and are known for their incredibly detailed carvings. The precision and craftsmanship raise an important question. How was such delicate work achieved under the conditions of that time? And finally, 1. The Abu Simbel Temples in Egypt. Carved directly into a mountainside, and built by Pharaoh Ramses II. These structures are guarded by colossal statues, but what makes them even more impressive is their alignment. On specific days of the year, sunlight reaches deep into the temple and illuminates the inner sanctuary. Even by today's standards, this level of precision and astronomical knowledge is remarkable. History is full of extraordinary achievements that we still struggle to explain today. These mysteries remind us that we still have much to learn about the past. Sometimes the most fascinating discoveries are not the ones that give us answers, but the ones that raise even more questions. So, which of these structures do you think is the most mysterious? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.